Okay, and thank you for being here. So we are going to be working on the chocolate craving. Okay, and you got some in front of you. Look at it again for me. You just open a pack. I want you to smell it, look at it, and tell me how much you want that.
10 out of 10. It's very hard not to eat it looking at it and smelling it.
Oh, it's harder. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Okay, so how is that? How are you gonna feel when you have that? Describe that to me.
How do I feel when I eat it?
Yeah.
I feel like I can't physically stop because it tastes so good.
Ah. How do you feel though?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
A little out of control.
Okay.
However, it it makes me feel quite cheery and kind of excited to be munching my way through the bag.
Excited. Okay. How do you feel when you finish it?
Disappointed that I haven't got any left, and also disappointed that I've eaten it so quickly because I don't even notice that I've eaten it half the time.
Okay. That's great. All right, let's go if you're ready. Go to the side of your hand for me. Even though
Even though
I have this chocolate craving,
I have this chocolate craving,
I acknowledge how I feel.
I acknowledge how I feel,
Even though
even though
I really want to eat this chocolate,
I really want to eat the chocolate.
I acknowledge how much I desire.
I acknowledge how much I desire,
Even though
even though
I just want to eat this,
I just want to eat it.
I acknowledge
I acknowledge
how I feel.
how I feel.
Okay, now I want you to look at that chocolate and tell me what comes to you when you're tapping on it. Yeah, tell me everything.
Sheer joy, excitement, and the fact that I know I can eat it. Because when I was a little girl, my mum didn't let us have chocolate, biscuits, cakes, go to the shop. So
Oh,
the fact that I can buy it and eat as much as I want is amazing.
wow,
No one's going to tell me no.
wow. So your mom didn't let you eat it.
No.
Why?
She only ever let us eat puddings and cakes that she had made. So it was very rare that we were allowed to eat lots of chocolate from the shop.
So what does it mean for you? Freedom?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, freedom on what else?
Freedom and just feeling like I'm in charge of myself.
Hmm. Okay. What happened there?
Oh, I feel like, oh, it's kind of like taking, you know, when you're a child and you keep being told no. And it was kind of an act of rebellion that when I was a teenager, I could go to the shop and buy as much as I wanted to. And
Mm,
on a Wednesday, when the shop was shut after school, I used to get up early to go to school to buy the chocolate before school to eat after school.
wow.
Dedication.
Yeah. So it's kind of been controlling you for a long time.
Yeah. But my dad would always buy us chocolate and let us eat as much as we liked.
But no, you wow. I want to feel that. Your dad give you that freedom and your mom is taken away.
Yeah. And my dad would say, you know, if you can't pick what pudding to have both. If you can't decide which chocolate bar, have both and let us eat both. And there was a real level of excitement around that. I didn't have to make a decision either.
Do you have both your parents still?
Yes, I'm
I
very
want,
fortunate.
yes. So I want to really feel those both emotions. Yeah. Just feel them. What it means for you to eating that chocolate, having all that freedom.
It's a lot, actually.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because I felt very, I was very quiet and very shy as a little girl, didn't want to speak, didn't want to say anything. And the chocolate, the act of eating it, and I guess the sugar high, the combination of both is just thrilling. And the fact that that was something I could control as I got older.
Yeah. Okay.
And now I live alone, so no one knows what I eat.
Well, you got more freedom now.
Exactly.
As much as you want, but how do you feel about it when you finish though? That's
When,
the thing. Yeah.
how
Go.
do I feel when I've eaten the chocolate, when I
Yeah.
finished it? sometimes a level of disappointment and frustration with myself that I've eaten so much and I didn't actually really need it.
Mhm. But how often do you eat normally?
What, chocolate?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4 times a day.
Okay. How many would you say?
It'll be a combination. So especially when I'm at school in the nursery at the end of the week when I'm more tired, I
Mhm.
want to eat more and more and more of it. And it's
When
like
you're
this
tired.
when I'm more, yeah. And as the week goes on and I get more tired, and in the nursery, I find myself shoveling anything chocolate related. But then if I eat biscuits, I'll still want chocolate because it hasn't given me the same fix that the chocolate would give me.
Mm. So what kind of fix is it giving you? What is it giving you, that chocolate?
I guess it maybe stop me from feeling in a weird way because in that moment it stopped. All I'm concentrating on is is the eating, although I'm not fully aware of how much I've eaten. It's a distraction, and it feels like a moment of joy amongst the chaos.
Mm. Bit like a break, isn't it? Is it giving you a bit
Yeah,
of a break?
yeah, and something to look forward to. You're like, oh yeah, you really look forward to that. And oh, I've got chunky Kit Kat in my lunch bag, and oh yeah, I've got this chocolate, and it's that real, yeah, it's really something to look forward to throughout the day.
Okay. And I mean, how many would you say you're buying every week, roughly? Have you ever thought about it how do you buy it? Like, do you do weekly shopping or?
I go weekly shopping and will buy, yeah, like maybe, a large box of chocolates. I might buy like these big bags of mini eggs or different things, different biscuits with chocolate on, puddings. My family always laugh that I eat it so quickly, wouldn't even notice. But yeah, I always like to know I've got chocolate in the kitchen. Always.
Case of what? Emergencies?
Yeah. If I haven't got any, I'm like, what would I do?
So what would you do if you didn't have any? Tell me, what's the worst case scenario?
Go to the nearest shop that's open and buy it.
But if there's no shop open, what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst thing can happen to you if you don't eat chocolate?
I feel like I'd spontaneously combust if I couldn't get to it, quite honestly, because it's my crux. It's that
Okay.
thing throughout the day. Whew, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want you to feel it. No judgment, nothing. I just want to feel it.
I feel quite panicked about the fact that it could all get taken away and
Yeah.
I wouldn't get it. It's like,
Yeah. And what's going to happen if it's taken away?
and what will happen to me?
Yeah. Who you going to be?
Exactly. Yeah. And where do, because it gives me a lift. It gives me that kind of whoosh, lift. And if you haven't got that, how do you get the lift? Where do you get the joy from?
You get your joy from chocolate. Okay.
Oh, yeah. From eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Just allow this to kind of go through you. It's fine. It's all good.
It's almost like a fear of not wanting to let go of eating it as well, because you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
What's going to happen to you if you let go?
it's part of my identity, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
Everyone would say, oh, Anne loves her chocolate.
Yeah. And it's your freedom,
Yeah.
your joy, everything.
Yeah. And something I've been able to do for me since I was much younger.
Yeah. You do it
And
for
that,
you. This
and
is
that,
you giving to yourself.
yeah, with a slight act of rebellion thrown in that you can't tell me what to do because I'm going to go and eat it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all rolled into one, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. I want you to look at that chocolate now. How much do you want it?
Not as much as I did, to be fair, but I'm still like, it's the sweetness,
Yeah.
the sweetness.
Guys, you need to tap as well. I hope you're tapping. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You want that sweetness in your life.
Yeah, I deserve the sweetness and
That's
the
it.
loveliness,
Yeah.
and that's a way of giving it to myself.
Yeah. Your mom didn't give it to you. She didn't allow
No,
you. But your dad did. Were you more close to your mom or your dad?
I used to be way closer to my dad. It's only in recent years I've become much closer to my mum actually, and they've kind of become more on a level. But it was
Mm.
always my dad. It was always daddy's little girl,
That's the one that giving you the love.
and he always gives it by food. Yeah. And when my mum was poorly and in hospital, my dad's way of, you know, eat as much as you like, eat whatever you like. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
snowing on the way to school. I'm going to buy you chocolate to fuel you on your way to school.
There you
My
go.
mother was horrified.
Feel you, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't realize quite how ingrained it is in my life.
Yeah. And what was your mom trying to do?
Keep me fit, well, and healthy.
And you mentioned she went to hospital.
Yeah, she used to have fits. But I mean, she's 81 now, and she's probably the fittest 81-year-old. She's always out walking. She's really fit, well, and healthy.
So she knows how to be healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she doesn't eat chocolates.
Not all the time, no. She'll have a little bit.
Okay, fine.
I think I always felt frustrated with my mum and that she didn't understand. And now I've got this level of respect for her that at 81, she's really quite resilient and incredible.
So she was just trying to help you.
Yeah. Yeah,
But you thought chocolate was freedom.
I did.
Chocolate is freedom.
And my dad was showing me love, wasn't he?
Yeah. I get love from my dad when I eat chocolate.
Yeah.
It fills me.
Yeah.
Don't say yeah, repeat after me. It fills me.
Chocolate fuels me.
Get love from my dad.
It's from my dad.
I get love. I get
I
love
get I get love from my dad
when I eat chocolate.
when I eat chocolate,
When I need break.
when I need a break,
When I need fuel.
when I need fuel,
I eat chocolate.
I eat chocolate.
Mhm. What's happening?
Oh, I feel a bit emotional.
Allow emotions to go. What do you
Oh,
feel? What's the emotion?
there's a level of fear around changing,
Hmm.
me changing.
Yeah. What's going to happen if you change?
What will fill the void? What fills the space
Hmm.
of the chocolate?
Yeah.
Which sounds bonkers, but it's been a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going to happen? If you let go of chocolate, what would you have? How would you feel yourself?
I don't know.
What does your mom do?
Good question. Yeah, what does my mum do? She she doesn't eat for the I'll eat for the sheer joy of it, whereas I guess she's eating to fuel herself in a nutritious fashion.
Mm,
She doesn't not eat cake, but she wouldn't shovel it in her face like I do.
yeah.
Yeah. And it always helps me sleep as well. People say, how can you eat so much chocolate and go straight to bed?
That could be insulin resistance.
Yeah.
As you sleep.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
And,
happens to me. As soon as I have some rice, goof, I'm gone. I'm sleeping.
and I think my body's so used to it as well.
Okay. Look at those chocolate now. Let's stop tapping. Look at this. Smell it. How much do you want it?
Maybe a 5. I
Hmm.
don't feel like I need to throw it all down my throat immediately.
Hmm.
And I was sitting here when we were doing the training prior to it, and there was a small part of me that was all I could think about was the fact that I hadn't eaten any.
Hmm.
But now I'm like, yeah, okay, now I could put it down. Don't
Hmm.
feel like I need to desperately work my way through it.
Be like your mom, yeah?
Yeah,
You're not desperate to have it.
no.
Okay.
But then
Good.
I'm like, what would happen if I started to eat it?
Let's do that. What will happen if I started to eat that?
What would happen if I started to eat it?
Just feel it in your mouth. How does it feel?
Very, very sweet now.
Mm. Think about all the joy and all the feel, the
Yeah.
the break, your dad's love, the freedom.
Mm.
Have you associated everything with chocolate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
want it. Yeah,
More than I realised.
yeah, it's okay. I mentioned to you, it's just changing the beliefs, isn't it? Because we give so much power to certain things.
I've
Okay,
been giving all my power to chocolate, which sounds bonkers. Yeah.
it's okay. Okay, I want you to just feel it. That's chocolate. I still want it. I still want those
I
chocolates.
still want those chocolates. I
Still want to eat it.
still want to eat it.
Look at all this texture
Look at all the texture
and the feel in my mouth.
and the feeling in my mouth.
Yeah, just feel it, how it's gonna feel in your mouth when you put it in your mouth. I want to kind of feel it, what's in there. All the butter, the cacao, and the sugar. Just feel it.
It feels all like gooey and just.
Yeah. How does that
But
feel? Yeah,
then people will laugh. I don't really ever chew it and I practically swallow it whole anyway.
exactly. Yeah.
So I'm not savouring it at all.
Yeah. So why are you doing that though? Why don't you even savor it? Why don't you just like enjoy it? Let's have a look at that.
I think because I feel like am I ever going to get any more?
Oh, okay. Am I gonna get any more?
But I'm a grown up, so I can go and get myself as much as I like. So yes, I can get more, can't I?
Yeah, you can. But you have to have so many in the house in case.
Just in case.
Yeah, if you don't have it, what's gonna happen?
I feel like it would overtake my whole thought process.
Hmm. Tell me your thought process. You don't have any suddenly. What's gonna happen?
That I'd be like, would I need to rush out the house and drive round till I found it? Or could I not have it for a short amount of time?
What will happen?
The world won't end, will it?
I don't know. You tell me. My mom wouldn't end, but I don't know about yours.
Because I know in the nursery when we're running low on supplies, I'll always be buying extra and bringing them in just so it's there. Because
In
it's a level of disappointment when you want it and it's not there, and like I went to the celebrations tin on Friday and was like, do you mean there's only four left? Where have they all gone?
disappointment, yeah.
Yeah, real level of disappointment
Disappointment coming from.
because I wanted it and someone else has taken it.
Mm. But when did you have that disappointment as a child?
Mhm. Lots of times, to be fair.
Mm. Just feel those emotions. So much disappointment.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, now there's a level of sadness around that as well.
It's okay. Just feel them.
Oh,
That's fine. Layers after layers. Yeah. You don't want those sadness. You don't want the disappointment. So you make sure that you always got it.
absolutely.
Nobody can take that away. So you just swallow it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Somebody else taken it. You got nothing left. What a disappointment.
Hmm.
Just like when you were young.
Yeah.
Yeah. No love. Did you feel did you feel love was taken away from you when you didn't have that?
Yes. Especially when my mum was poorly, because I was only little. I was
Mm.
only maybe 3, 4, and she used to have epileptic fits and be
Mm.
rushed off to the hospital in the middle of the night. And I might wake up and oh, see her being taken to hospital. I never knew if she was going to come back.
Yeah. You needed a break. Okay.
and no one ever told me what was happening. So I never knew she was going to come back.
Wow, that's big. I'm sorry. That's
Thank you.
really difficult for a child. Okay, I want you to feel those emotions. Yeah, we're not rejecting them, we're just feeling them.
And my dad never knew how to say you're safe. So he'd just give you all the food that you ever wanted because he didn't know what else to do.
You just said it, didn't you? You didn't feel safe.
No, not at all.
Food means safety. So if you want to be safe, you need to have that food in your house around you. Otherwise, it is not safe.
Absolutely.
Just feel
And
that.
lots of it.
Yeah, because you need to feel safe.
Yeah.
You're doing really great. Amazing. Lots of stuff releasing. Go to the side of your arm. Yeah. Go to the top of your head. Take a deep breath. Let's release all those stress. Yeah.
Wow.
How are you doing?
Oh, that's a lot, isn't it? I didn't realize there was quite so much caught up in my love of chocolate as I've always seen it.
Yeah. When someone's got something they cannot separate from, there is quite lots of emotional layers underneath it.
Yeah. And I always make it into a joke with people. It's always really funny, like when you go out for family dinners and they're like, oh, Anne will eat the puddings really quickly and no one knows. And it's just always been made fun of.
Mm. But it's safe for you. Safe
Yeah.
is important. You, as a child, you don't know if your mom is coming or not.
Mm.
You need to feel safe. Chocolate means safety, the freedom, and everything. So many layers to it.
Thank you. Oh,
Yet, look at that chocolate. Smell it for me. How much do you want it?
yeah, I could put it down. One, maybe.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Take
don't have,
one.
take one.
Yeah, take one. Just kind of bring it almost like you're eating it. How does it feel?
It smells really weird, actually.
Mm.
It does not smell inviting.
Doesn't
I
it?
probably never paused to smell it because I wouldn't think to smell it. I'd just, like you said, literally pretty much eat it whole.
Because you was on an autopilot.
Yeah,
Because that's how you program yourself.
yeah. It even feels sticky and weird. I'm like, oh.
So you're changing the meaning that you're giving to chocolate.
Yeah.
So what is it now for you?
Chocolate can be something to eat from time to time, but I don't want to give my power to the chocolate. And
What?
I've got to learn to be safe without it, haven't I?
Hmm. What if you don't have it in your house? What's going to happen to you? How are you going to feel about it?
Better. Like I would be not panic stricken,
Is that how it feels?
because
Think
that's
about
how I used to feel. Yeah.
think about it now. You don't have any chocolate in your house. What are you going to do?
I wouldn't run down the shop to buy it.
What change?
I'd be like, well, when you go out tomorrow, if you want some, you can get it.
So how much do you want it though?
Not as much as I did,
Or you still want some?
a little bit.
Okay, tell me about that little bit part. Why do you want that little bit?
Like you said, it's the habit, isn't it, as well? It's breaking the habit of wanting it. And I guess, well, I've done, how old am I? 46. Pretty much, it's what, 40 odd years of, or longer of eating chocolate or not getting it when you want it.
Good to hear. Keep tapping. I can just eat it anytime I want to.
I can eat it anytime I want to,
I don't have to give my power to it.
but I don't have to give my power to it.
I don't have it in the house.
And I don't keep it in the house.
I don't have to.
I don't have to.
Chocolate doesn't mean safety.
Chocolate doesn't mean safety.
Chocolate doesn't mean my dad's love.
Chocolate doesn't mean my dad's love.
And when I give up chocolate,
I'm going to give up chocolate.
when I give up chocolate,
When I give up chocolate.
I'm giving up my relationship with my dad.
Doesn't mean I'm giving up my relationship with my dad.
How is that feeling?
Yeah, makes sense. I
Yeah,
can
true.
find joy in other things. And yeah, my dad can show me love in other ways.
Mm.
Well, he finds it hard to, but he does show it in other ways.
Chocolate doesn't mean love.
Chocolate doesn't mean love.
Chocolate doesn't mean safety.
Chocolate doesn't mean safety.
What else? Chocolate doesn't mean what?
Chocolate doesn't mean joy.
Happiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Chocolate doesn't mean, and I don't want the chocolate to be in control of me.
Mm. It's been controlling you for a long time.
Yeah.
You haven't noticed that, have you?
No.
I thought you were in control.
Where?
Yeah.
Chocolate doesn't mean disappointment either.
Hmm.
It's the habit of going to the staff room and going, oh, there's nothing in there, but that's okay.
Does it feel okay?
Yeah.
Is there something there? You might still get disappointed if you don't find it there.
Hmm. So everything's going to, it's the snow globe settling, isn't it? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, just allow it.
It's the depth of the relationship I had with it and how much control it's had and the depth of why I think that I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what is it at the end of the day? I want you to think about it. What is chocolate?
It's just an edible substance because it's not even real food, really, at the end of the day, is it?
Hmm. What is it? Bit of butter, bit of sugar. I want you to think about it. Look at it. And I want you to really see chocolate for what it is.
Cocoa butter, cocoa mass, milk, fat, emulsifiers,
Mhm.
maltodextrin, colours, paprika extract, carotenes. I mean, there's only 14% minimum in there. It's probably got all sorts of stuff in it. Palm oil, shea oil,
Mm.
very ultra processed and not nutritious by looking at it.
Mhm. So how do you feel about it when you look at chocolate now? Pick
Like,
one on your hand. I want you to really see it.
I'm like,
Not
it's not,
the meaning that you give into it, but I want you to really see it.
that's, I know it's not going to do me any good by eating it.
Mm. But you still want it.
Nowhere near as much as I did.
How much you want it?
Teeny tiny bit, like less than a teeny tiny bit. I
Hmm.
think I'm intrigued to see what it will be like. And if
Mm. What's it going to be like? Tell me, describe it to me.
just looks all a bit grim.
Mm. Why? Nothing changed about the chocolate. It's the same chocolate that you wanted 10 out of 10. It was everything to you,
Just looks doesn't even look like real. Doesn't even look real. Doesn't look edible.
doesn't it? Okay. But you still want it.
The tiniest amount.
How tiny is?
0.5.
Mm. Why? Why do you need that?
I
What's
think
that?
it is the what do you do when you're not eating? What do you do?
I mean, you can eat other things like your mom.
Yeah. Or not eat.
You know what I mean? There's lots of things to eat, but chocolate, you know, and sugar. Sugar, you want chocolate, you want that freedom, but is that really given to you? I want you to really see that.
No, because it's actually been doing the complete opposite, isn't it?
Hmm.
and you're actually keeping me weirdly quite trapped by the fact that if I don't have it, I feel like I'm going to lose my marbles.
Mm. Is that what's going to happen?
No,
Mm. What made you think that you're going to lose your marbles? Where's that coming from?
it's the feeling of being massively out of control, and that's the way I can get some semblance of control and safety back.
Mm.
But I'm
Okay.
safe without it.
Hmm. Just feel that. That's going to give you safety. Look at the chocolate and say, "You're going to give me safety."
Yeah, you're going to give me safety. That's not. No. It's not going to give me safety at all.
What else? Are you going to give me love?
Are you going to give me love? No, 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 no.
What's happening? How much do you want that?
You know, I'm like, no, it's not going to give me the safety, the joy, the love, the control that I thought it used to give me.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
Oh my God. Tell me what you're going to do now.
I don't know.
Okay. Even though I don't know what to do.
Even though I don't know what to do, I feel perplexed.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
My mom is okay.
My mummy's okay.
And she doesn't have that need for a chocolate.
And she doesn't have the need for chocolate.
And that can be me.
And that can be me.
And I can be happy and healthy.
And I can be happy and
I
healthy.
don't have to rely on chocolate.
I don't have to rely on chocolate.
I don't have to go mad if there is none.
And have to go mad if there is none.
And I don't have to get disappointed because somebody got there before me.
And I don't have to be disappointed because someone got there before me.
How's that feeling?
Yeah,
I'm going to be okay.
I'm going to be okay.
I choose to be okay.
I choose to be okay.
Not chocolate.
I choose to be
Oh,
without chocolate.
yeah. I deserve to be okay without chocolate.
I deserve to be okay without chocolate.
And I'm safe.
And I am safe.
I deserve to be safe.
I deserve to be safe.
I deserve to feel heard and seen without chocolate
I deserve to feel heard and seen without chocolate
and loved.
and loved.
How is that feeling?
Yeah, it feels good.
Okay. All right, go to the top of your head. Take a deep breath. Shake it all off.
Wowzers. Thank you so much.
How are you feeling now?
No, I feel good. Thank you.
How do you
Thank
feel
you.
about that chocolate in front of you now?
Well, I'm just going to put that back in the bag and just put that back over and put that over there. Like, no, thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm going to let it all settle.
Good.
But yeah, I definitely don't feel any craving to eat it in the slightest.
Well done. You did well. It
Thank
was
you so much.
well done.